welcome. Erica Zeal here with you, creator of Nocta Fitness and the Core Rehab program. And today I want to talk about best ab exercises to do during pregnancy. And I love that topic, that headline, because I'm actually going to talk about with abs, right? It's actually our core that we really need to be aware of, right? So I get a lot of questions from moms or moms telling me, and I've been doing this for a while now, talking about, how they wish they would have realized they shouldn't have been doing crunches and they should have stopped doing planks a lot sooner during pregnancy because they didn't know or realize that the ab exercises they should have been doing really involved their deep core. And that's exactly what I teach you in my Nocta Fitness membership. It's not just about working out, it's about helping to prepare your body so you can feel your best during pregnancy and prepare your body for birth, and then of course recovery postpartum, because our body goes through so much during pregnancy and birth, but it doesn't have to, because we can better prepare our body and our core. And so the best ab exercises that you can do for your body during pregnancy is to, number one, learn about your deep core. It starts from your pelvic floor. We want to address the transverse abdominals, which is that hugging muscle around your belly. And then we want to think about this lengthening all the way up to the top of our head, because our posture, every single movement we really do, should be activating your core at least a little tiny bit, lightly. Okay, that's another big piece that I like to address, is we want to also be careful that when we are doing anything that we're not over activating our core or our abs. And so we want to think about with abs during pregnancy, right? We think of that crunch movement, okay? And while yes, there is a purpose to that, it's not a super functional movement, and especially not functional for pregnancy. We want to tap in deeper. We want to activate and learn the depth of the pelvic floor. We want to learn to connect. We want to learn to expand and release and lift, and feeling this depth through our core is going to really help us. And that's the best way to strengthen your abs during pregnancy. When you get the foundational concepts and the movements, then anytime you're moving throughout your day, whether you're carrying another toddler, whether you're standing, whether you're walking, whether you're sitting, whether you're doing squats, whether you're doing, lunges or arm work or whatever it might be, every single movement that I teach, I cue you from your deep core. And the more connected we come with our core, it's fascinating, right? So you might start out and be like, okay, pelvic floor. You might think you know what your pelvic floor is and what Kegels are, but it's when we really stop and listen and feel what's going on with our body that we start to make and produce even better results with our body. So no more crunches, mamas, and planks. Planks can be fine for some. I don't want to say not, absolutely not, but it depends. So I take you through all of that in the Nocta Fitness membership, but the biggest guideline, the easiest one to go by is, there's a couple, not just one. But number one would be if you see coning of the belly. And if you've been listening to me for a while, you've heard me talk about it before. But the coning of the belly is when, your belly should be nice and flat or rounded and smooth in the front when you're pregnant. So if you see a little ridge popping up in the middle with any exercise, or you see that kind of coning, that's the coning word, right? Coning coming out when you're doing any sort of exercise, that indicates one of two things. Either one, that's an inappropriate exercise for your body at that stage in pregnancy, or maybe it just means that you need to take a step back, reconnect your deep core, which also includes your abs. We got to go deeper, not just work our abs during pregnancy. Really in our entire life, at every stage, we need to address the deep core. But specifically for ab exercises during pregnancy, when maybe we just need to take a step back, reconnect our core, and then do that exercise. If you still see the coning, then that's a good indication that it's time to modify. And let me stress, there is nothing wrong with modifying, nothing. We need to listen to our body. And if something's not feeling right or we're not connecting great, we need to decrease the intensity, decrease the weight. And that's exactly what I try to teach you from the very basics. And I started everything years ago with, obviously worked with prenatal women and a variety of other clients, but it started out with me teaching prenatal exercise because I couldn't find a DVD out there when I was pregnant with my second that really had good appropriate core exercises. And so I decided I was going to create that, and it has really morphed and evolved so much over the last 7 years that it's gotten even more fine-tuned to where if you keep exercising and stay active during pregnancy, that's awesome. That's that's amazing. But if you have days where you don't feel like working out, or you hit a phase in your pregnancy where you're like, I really don't want to work out, even, whatever it might be, that doesn't mean we still can't do a lot of work with our core. You don't have to do a lot of movement to really effectively strengthen your core. And that's why I've really broken things down. I teach you how to strengthen your core. I teach you how to release your core, which is key, moms, when it comes to pushing baby out to help in minimizing tearing, or completely even preventing tearing. And I'm like blown away at more and more moms, first-time moms, and they're coming back to me and being like, Erica, I didn't tear at all. A little TMI, but that's okay. Had 3 babies here. Once you kind of get into this world, nothing's really too TMI. But it's something to be aware of, because again, when I was pregnant my first, I didn't know what an episiotomy was. I didn't know that if you didn't have to have one of those, that you didn't want one. I had an unneeded one, and trust me, you don't want one unless it's absolutely necessary. Same with tearing. We can prep the body to help in minimizing that, and you're able to open up through your pelvis, learn to release and relax the pelvic floor, because believe it or not, especially if you are a mama who likes to work out really hard, that used to be me, and we actually grip deep in the pelvic floor. So then when you go to actually push baby out, instead of thinking things are going to expand and open like they are, you actually contract, and it can pull baby back, and it can just lead to a little bit slower of a birth. So when it comes to ab exercises during pregnancy, we really have to look past just the abs. We've got to get deeper, and we don't just want to strengthen them. We want to connect and lengthen through them, and we want to release them and feel the depths of not only the muscle, but the fascia through our pelvic floor. And the hips are expanding and the ribs are expanding. So we want to learn how to work with that, because I promise you, when we learn to work with the expansion of the ribs and the expansion of the hips and connect things better, and it's not connecting more aggressively, it's connecting at a deeper level, that you're better prepared for the birth process and for recovery, because that muscle memory there, that fascial memory is there, and things just move a little bit smoother when you've done all that prep work during pregnancy. Okay, if you have any questions, please ask. You can check out everything at knockedupfitness.com, and I will see you guys next time.